where were we on this? Because it doesn't save where we were. Let's see. I think we finished chapter 3. Yeah, because we did the 4A stuff. Yeah, I don't think we did chapter 4. Also, good news. It's snow stuff.
Hey, how are things? Getting the hang of combat now?
Oh, this angle on the horse mask.
What was your class again? Well, doesn't matter when you can be anything. It must be nice being able to change your photon class aptitude as it suits you. Say, what do I look like to you? Do I look like a hunter? And truth be told, my photon class aptitude skews ranger. I insisted on being a hunter anyway, but it ain't easy being a class you're not meant for. I admit, I kinda envy your sheer amount of options. But hey, no use whining about being a have-not. I'll keep doing what I can do. You say I could just go back to being a ranger? Yeah, sure could.
Weirds you out that a text box weirdly cuts in front of the horse mask. I mean, to be fair, it cuts in front of everything. Because it's almost comic style speech balloons. So all of this just like overlaps it and the text takes precedent.
But I wouldn't be able to protect some people if I did. It's gotta be hunter or bust for me.
Positioning of it in that scene was odd. Yeah, this is episode 1 stuff, so I think they were... they ended up doing some awkward stuff trying to find their legs, is my theory.
Man, why does it feel like all I ever do is gripe when I talk to you? Sorry about that. It's strange, though. How come it feels so right?
They say you can say anything to a horse.
Oh, it's been quite some time. Me? This is merely a scratch. It's nothing for you to concern yourself over.
Yes, bent over clutching your arm. Just a scratch.
If you seek Master Gedemholt, he has already gone ahead. What about him? You say that's a cruel way to treat a friend? What does that mean exactly? Are you mocking me? I would never presume to be Master Gedemholt's friend. Even suggesting such a thing is absurd.
So we're said bigger in these cutscenes than the gameplay? I don't think so. I think it's probably just the fact that we get a lot of close-ups. For, like, dramatic close-ups. So... we're seeing the horse head on a diagonal all the time. So we get the full view.
Excuse me. I've said too much. Please forget all of this.
Because when I'm fighting, you mostly see the horse head from behind, right? But this is a lot of side view.
Don't trouble yourself worrying about me. Proceed as normal.
You know, the funny thing is, though, like, the blank stare on the horse head isn't that much different from the general blank stare you get on the normal player character. You lose out on some, like, head motion and stuff, but expression-wise, you lose surprisingly little in these scenes.
Wait! Don't go! Hadrid! Damn it! I have to hurry and catch him. You, don't get in my way. I don't need healing. It's more important that I have to put an end to him. To Hadrid. Sorry. I lost my cool for a second there. I don't sense him in the surrounding area. Continuing the search here would be useless. I'm withdrawing. Excuse me.
And that's an angle that basically hid the entire horse head.
You might be better off waiting a bit longer if you're going past here. Don't let me stop you, though.
Well, that was sure a dramatic angle. You know, the wide eyes on the horse head were pretty good with the surprise gesture.
Don't worry, those are from arcs. They'll get tired of it and leave any second now. I swear, that idiot doesn't know the meaning of the word restraint. Not that it's my problem, of course.
Full 90-degree head turn too. Yep. Hey, horses can do that, you know? They got flexible necks.
The noise has died down. It should be safe to go on now, I think. Good luck.
Hey, Bonehead! Yeah, you there, the Bonehead! I'm bored, so talk to me!
90 degrees head while the body faces forward. I mean, again, horses are flexible like that.
Huh. Have we met? I could swear we have. My memory's hazy, but meh, what do I care? The enemies around here? Oh, I blew them all up! Blasted the lot of them to smithereens! And I ain't gonna stop there! Nothing's a match for me and Clarissa! We'll blow everything away! I get worn out and drowsy when I overdo it, so I try to blow up things in moderation, of course.
Yes. Blow up in moderation. Surely those things go hand in hand.
From what she says, it ain't time for me to really show my stuff yet, so I'm just warming up until then. But man, this is fun! I wonder what it'll be like when I go all out! What kind of havoc am I gonna wreak? What? You're surprised I don't know already? Of course I don't! I've never gone all out before! Have you ever gone all out, Bonehead? I mean like all out? Like given literally everything?
Why, yes. Just like half an hour ago. Although technically that's further along in the timeline.
If you have, then how are you still alive? Are you messing with me, bonehead? Whatever, I'm done talking. I'm hankering for a fight again. Watch me blow him up with just a fraction of my power!
I like how that's titled The Council of Six Unleashed, but it actually only features one of them.
That outfit. Are you an ARC's operative? Wow, that's awesome! Oh, sorry. My name's Ulk. I always looked forward to being an ARC's operative, you know? So I couldn't help but ask. I say looked forward in past tense because I didn't make the cut. Apparently, I don't have the ability to manipulate photons. It's really a shame, but there's nothing I can do. Being an ARCS is no joke, so I won't force them to accept me. Honestly, I'll get over it.
This must be kind of weird. I don't know how many of these characters you remember from episode 4, but it must be a little weird seeing them in their more awkward states before Sega got a better handle on writing them.
I'm more worried about my friend, though. He's so introverted and timid, but something suddenly made him fixated on becoming an ARCS operative. And it turns out he does have the talent, so now he's joined ARCS all by himself. It's horrible! Will he really be okay by himself? He hardly comes to see me anymore. I'm just kinda worried about him.
Also, I think I know this before, but these are also significantly less dense than the episode 4 stuff. 'Cause these are quick, well, like 90-second blurbs compared to episode 4 that goes on for 10 minutes straight.
Hark! Oh, it's just you. The one from ARCS. Phew. I figured you were an enemy. That's a bullet dodged. It's just, I'm not exactly the biggest fan of fighting. I only joined ARCS because I happened to have the aptitude and because it was the in thing to do.
It's totally cool joining the army, guys.
Honestly, this scary stuff is beyond me. I wonder if it's too late to back out. Probably, huh? Yeah, sorry you had to hear all that. I guess I'd better get going.
Well, episode 4 in general, actually, I'd say everything from 3 onward, they start to just creep, like, length creep for all these scenes. And, like, to a degree, it's a good thing, because some of these early scenes really feel stilted, and, like, they kind of don't know what they're doing with their writing. So, the longer they go, it feels like they got more of a cohesive story, but then at the same time, you get a bunch of, like, random nonsense, like the shopping scenes and whatnot in episode 4. So it's kind of almost like they go the opposite direction and they start getting a bit of bloat. And that's with episode 4, we even skipped probably about 3/4 of the side story stuff too. Which I guess kind of impresses me that the main story holds itself together that well. Because some of these side stories really do feel like they should have been more mandatory, so to speak.
What do you want? Are you here to mock me? Say what you will. My name is Zig. I used to be a master swordsmith, but I'm already dried up at a mere 75 years old.
Oh yeah, I guess getting my quads katana spoiled that. Zig ain't so dried up in the end.
Passion or creativity used to come to me as easily as breathing, but now, nothing. My heart trembled at the decisive battle 40 years ago. Then again during the fight for our lives 10 years ago. For me, there is nothing more exciting than large-scale combat. But now that the front line has died down, my enthusiasm has died down with it.
Well, hold on to your robo pants. These things ain't gonna be quiet for long.
Part of me still wants to make weapons, but even now, I have my pride as a craftsman. I refuse to make anything half-hearted. Sorry, I didn't mean to grumble. For some reason, I find you very easy to open up to.
Enemy powers.
Would you indulge me about one last thing? If you ever come across something that could stoke the fires of my creativity again, I'd like you to bring it to me. It should be something inspirational, something breathtaking.
Hey, hey! It's me, Patty, the most informed informant of all the Ark's ops. In top form once again.
Everyone just thinks I'm so easy to talk with, probably because Dusky just silently stares wide-eyed. I'm telling you, it's easy to talk to a horse.
Is that so? Because it didn't look like you got much useful information to me. That's all in the past. My eyes are on the future. Oh, but I did get to know an old man I found hanging out in the break room. He said he used to make weapons. Pretty cool, right? That must be Zig. He's a famous master swordsmith. For the most informed informant, I'm surprised you didn't already know who he was. I'm not into that sort of thing.
Which is funny because Patty's class is fighter, if I remember correctly. So she's totally into melee weapons.
Is that so? Zig the Master Swordsmith is a hard-headed old man who's been a major weapons maker for 40 years. But lately, he hasn't been making anything. It's too bad. People used to say that one day he would make a weapon on par with the cosmogenic arms. But I guess that'll never happen now.
Yeah, no, never gonna happen.
What are cosmogenic arms again? Are those like the first swords that were ever made or something? That's right. They were prototypes made with no expense spared, but ended up being so powerful they were nigh unusable. The weapons we use now are basically toned-down versions of them. But this old man can still make them, huh? Wow, he's really impressive. No, he's never made one of those. Instead of talking all the time, maybe you should try listening for a change.
Why would she do that?
Don't sweat the small stuff. Come on, this has been pretty educational for you too, right? Right?
Sure.
Man, if he's that amusing, maybe I should have him make a weapon for me! You mean the same old man who hasn't been making anything for anyone lately?
Oh, are you an ARC's operative? Perhaps you've come to take on my request.
Oh yeah, this guy.
Thank you very much. You're truly doing me a great service. I'm currently studying the structure of planets, but the one planet I'm lacking data on is Nefarious. I had assumed there would be more information on it, considering it's the first planet every ARC's member goes to. It's quite strange. Apologies. I get a little carried away. My name is Rogio, by the way. My request is simple. I'd like you to conduct a geological survey of Nefarious. I'm partly curious about its structure, but to be perfectly honest, I'm doing this because my intuition is telling me I must.
I think this is the point where, like, before everything's unlocked, the game makes you go on a tundra expedition. But since I've already done it, we can just skip over it.
It's incredibly strange that its tropical forest transitions so suddenly into a tundra. We can't deny that it clearly exists, and yet something about it just doesn't make sense. The fact that we don't have any data on such a strange phenomenon almost makes me wonder if someone's hiding something.
No, what would make you think that?
Oh, I'm sorry. A scholar like myself shouldn't make such a big deal out of a mere theory. The first rule of being a good scientist is, if something is suspicious, investigate it. So I think we'll learn a lot from a good look around. I'm sorry to ask you to go to so much trouble, but I hope you'll lend me a hand.
That one was a little more long-winded.
What's the matter? It seems I've stopped receiving your coordinates. Is something wrong? Pardon, but who was that?
Just a horse sitting there creeping on crazy person with a tie.
Rumor has it that someone's been seen around the tundra. Could that be them?
Evil villains in suits. Well, you know, if you're a villain, you gotta dress sharply, right?
Is something the matter? A noise, you say? No, my readings haven't detected anything particularly strange.
Okay, we might have lost out on a little bit of head motion there. It's-
What's the matter? Are you all right?
Another strange noise? Sorry, I'm still not detecting it. Oh! Look at that! What exactly is this? It seems artificial. Is it something an ARC's operative left behind? No, it feels unnatural. Based on its parameters, it seems to be a weapon, and yet it has an odd shape. Is it broken? Are you alright? Who is that?
Drop that.
That was close. Hey! I was curious, so I started following you. So what's going on here?
Are they from ARCs?
Yeah, it's your job to look up things like that.
Just ran a complete search. Let's see what we've got. What do you mean, no hits?
Hey, you! State your name and affiliation. Are you ignoring me? With that stupid mask? Lose it, you creep.
Get in my way, and I'll kill you.
Well, alright. Guess we're gonna do this the hard way then.
Funny that Zeno said that, but standing right behind him wearing a horse mask.
Emergency! Code!
Well, I guess he's only level 75, so that was probably a little overkill.
You're wide open! Whoa there! You chipped my sword, but you aren't looking so hot either.
Damn you.
Whew, that was nuts. Hey, you okay there? You got some stamina, leaping into a brawl right then and there. Props. So, was that masked Joker after that junk you're holding? You heard a weird noise. I didn't.
Neither did I.
No, I didn't. I didn't pick up anything either.
Well, save it for the lobby. Now let's get out of here. Hey, you got the data you wanted. Right, Professor?
Yes, I have plenty. But how did you know what my request was?
Yeah, well, you know how it is. A senior's always gotta know everything their junior's up to.
Except I'm the one who looked it up.
Ugh, don't blow my cover. Come on, let's mosey.
Poor Zeno. Trying to look cool, but Echo just has a cramp on his style.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm good. Just a little headache there. I won't push my luck. I couldn't even if I wanted to.
Also, Dusky is from the future and already knew what you wanted. I mean, it's actually technically true. Like, even discounting the fact that I'm going back to these with a fully kitted out character. We got the Divergence Matrix, which is basically like a low-grade time travel device, I guess. It's maybe the best way to put it.
I'm sorry you had to see that after coming to check up on me. I'm sure I'll be fine with a little rest.
Oh, it's you. Are you here to show me something? Something that might stoke my fires again? Forget it. It's no use. Another run-of-the-mill weapon could never hope to light a fire in my... What is this thing? Its form is riddled with excess, and yet it's greater than the sum of its parts. How was something shaped like this ever made? For that matter, how did they even refine this kind of material? Tell me, where did you get this? You found it inside ice? But that's... and yet... Oh, never mind. I can't worry about the details. I have work that must be done.
Well, that was easy.
Would you lend me a piece of this broken weapon? I may just be able to repair it. Don't worry, I'm not looking for anything in return. In fact, I'll even make it worth your while. If there's a weapon you need, I'll make it for you. There's something about this broken, fragmented weapon that calls to me. I have to see what it's supposed to look like. The fires inside me that I thought had died out are back with a vengeance.
Yeah.
I cannot wait. This will be fun. What are you going to look like when you're back to your true self? I'm so excited I can hardly stand it.
Actually, Zig's probably got the most expression out of all the other voice actors as far in the first 4 chapters. No, wait, fire's out again. Womp womp.
A new divergence matrix has been born. A reality that was possible precisely because you arrived at the path you were supposed to. You will bear witness to many things both hereafter and henceforth. Previously as well.
True, it is Cam Park, but still, like, they've got some pretty other high-profile voice actors too. But I think it can be hard to play, like, with Matoi, it can be hard to be super expressive too when you're supposed to play a timid character, so...
However, you must not avert your eyes. You must learn the truth and arrive at a solution. That is something only you are allowed to do. At this time, I can say nothing, because there is no meaning in saying anything more. I only ask for your faith.
And then, of course, we get Cam Clark as Baitor later.
Things are really starting to heat up, eh?
Oh yeah, and this is basically crossover with episode 5 content, because every so often Alma's gonna butt in and make comments.
And what's most puzzling is that broken weapon. I'm pretty sure I know what it is, but why is it broken? Oh, sorry. I digress. It seems like Shion's goal is to collect the fragments of that weapon.
Still wanna know if she has cat ears or if it's weird hair. I'm pretty sure it's weird hair. I'd say I'm about 95% certain. Just cause, like, if you look at the coloring, it's exactly the same as her hair. I think if they wanted it to be actual cat ears, they would have probably chosen a different color. The hair does have a galaxy in it. This is true. Well, she's a being made entirely of photons, so she can technically look like whatever she wants to, I guess.
And that masked person is looking for the very same fragments. But thanks to Shion's guidance, you stopped them. Originally, it was fated to be collected by that masked person from where it slept in the tundra, but you got it instead, changing the future. What meaning does that hold? At this point, I'm sure only Shion knows. She should have just explained everything from the start. Oh no, I guess she couldn't. She knew if she told you, you'd fail, and so she couldn't say anything. It was probably something like that.
Oh yes. This is not a lot of sub-story in these early chapters, but this is technically somewhat important because Risa is a little more than she first appears, so we're gonna do any scenes with her in it, for sure.
Hello? Yes, hello! Are you a hunter? A ranger? A force? Well, whatever. I'm not picky.
Oh, you see, I'm a horse.
Anyway, I asked around with the hunters and forces, and they said rangers just don't have enough firepower going for them.
Well, they've obviously never seen a ranger with a launcher.
And they're absolutely right! The foes we're fighting aren't exactly the one-shot, one-kill type. But I prefer it that way. That's the way it should be. I mean, they're enemies, right? I gotta make sure they suffer, and suffer, and suffer, and suffer! That's why I'm such a gun nut. Big guns, small guns, any and all guns. I don't play favorites, so long as they make things suffer. I notice you're recoiling. Was it something I said?
No, absolutely not. You totally said completely natural things.
Oh, hi there! Things here are... well, we've got a long ways to go, I'm afraid. See over there? They started to peek out, but they still refuse to come any closer. And I don't want to scare them by getting too close myself. Pretty sad state of affairs, huh? Here I am, afraid to make a move, out of fear of rejection. Hey! They'll run away if you get too close to the... They're staying put?
Be the charm of the horse.
wasn't them who was scared. It was me. I see that now. Thank you.
Thank you, terrifying horse person.
Hi, out exploring today?
Hey, if being a terrifying horse makes it so everyone wants to talk to me, it's not my fault.
Me? Well, I've reached a point where I can get closer to them and even touch them, but...
You love her tiger mech armor. It's, she's actually technically a mech. In general, like, she's the cast. So, she's got the, still got some curves, but with the other bits, she's very clearly, like, robotic. So, I've always enjoyed when the casts have a more robotic design. Because there's other casts in the series that are just like, oh, well, it's, we'll just use the human design and be like, no, they're still robots too. Love the helmet. Yes, it does give her a certain amount of bulk, right?
Yes, that's right. This person is a friend of mine. I wonder if they understand me. Do you get it? This person is my friend. And that's usually how it goes. It feels like I'm still missing something crucial to understanding them. I know they communicate among themselves using their voices, so I'm sure it should be possible for me to as well, but... Me and this one? Yes, we're friends. Oh, wait, hang on. That sounded like the same number of words that I just spoke. Are your vocal organs just different from ours? Hey, wait up! Sorry, but I need to go after them.
Yeah, for sure. And the designs are, I guess, at least secondhand I've been told, since obviously I'm not, particularly familiar with the Gundam stuff since I've had to ask you about it repeatedly, but someone else I know who plays the PSO games has, talked about, a lot of the cast designs kind of have like Gundam-like accessories and whatnot. So I like it when they go more for that kind of stuff over just being like robotic humanoids. Her chest, shoulder, and chest armor look straight up lifted from Gundam Heavy Arms so you can see it. I wonder if the cast designers from PSO 1 onward are big Gundam fans. The episode 6 goes a little bit crazy on the Gundam-like stuff too. When we eventually get there, I'm sure you'll just see it everywhere in their designs. Actually, there's one UQ I wish I could show you, but I don't think I can do a specific trigger for it. So we'll just have to, like, luck into it at some point. Can you copy paste that link one more time? I forgot that I swapped my phone over to check the UQ feed. So the link didn't actually show up in Twitch chat. I don't want to cut the sound out. Because annoyingly, if I click outside the window, it cuts the sound out. Yeah, that does look pretty close, doesn't it?
Are those your footsteps I hear? Oh, please forgive me for speaking so bluntly.
It's kind of weird, like, are those your footsteps I hear? It doesn't seem like anything offensive. I don't know why she'd apologize for that.
I'm a bit injured is all, but please leave me be. I am not in need of your kindness. I do not deserve it. Not since all was lost 10 years ago. Not until Master Gedemholt smiles once again. No, not until he can trust someone again. Not until then can I...
Shayna! Close your damn mouth, unless you want to fly to land in it.
Oh, Master Gedemholt.
If you've got energy to flap your lips, then get those legs moving instead. And you, quit sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. If you don't want to get cut down before your prime, that is.
I'm terribly sorry.
Nothing wrong with that relationship at all.
Sup? You say I seem awfully chipper? I'm always chipper. People say I waste a lot of energy, but I say it's better than not having any at all. See, I've got this one friend in ARCS. No motivation whatsoever. I feel bad for him, really. I would swap places in an instant if I could. Too bad I can't. The best I can do is act as backup for ARCS-related personnel. The examination for that is just as hard as the one for ARCS proper. But hey, I've got a goal, so I'll push toward it. I'll prove that motivation beats talent any day of the week.
Seems overly ambitious, but okay.
Hello. We see each other a lot, huh? Why did you join ARCS? Oh, no, I didn't mean that in a bad way. I'm just curious. Someone I know couldn't join ARCS. She didn't have the aptitude for it, apparently. She always talked about joining ARCS one day, but she doesn't have the talent for it, I guess. That I became an ARCS operative and she didn't is, well, illogical, really. If I could, I'd give my aptitude to her, but that's not the way this works. Why me? She's way more suited to being an ARCS operative than I am.
Ah, there you are. Excellent timing. I've taken a look at the broken weapon you brought me the other day, and I've learned that even that is only part of a greater whole.
It's weird to me that it took Zig examining it for a long time to realize that it was only part of a greater whole. Because, like, that shaft is very clearly snapped.
Which means there are other parts from this broken weapon somewhere out there. I guess there are 2 more that have yet to be found. I think I could restore this weapon with makeshift parts based on what I imagine it once looked like. But that would cause it to lose what makes it so special. So I have a request. If you happen to find the other damaged parts, could you bring them to me so I can restore this weapon properly? I know it's a long shot, but it never hurts to ask, right?
Well, you're in luck, Zig, because long shots is what we specialize in.
Where?
I didn't realize it actually tagged the name this early on.
Oi, mate! What brings you out here?
Ah, yes, often. We almost forgot he existed because all the other characters are stealing the spotlight.
Looking for something? Come on now, don't be shy. You can bring me in on it. I'm looking for someone myself. Finding things is what I'm good at. Not that I've found him yet, of course. Well, I'm sure something brought us together here. I'll help you out, mate. What are you looking for? A broken weapon? Take your pick. They're everywhere. Oh, is this one special? Guess the quickest way to find out is to get our hands on it. Better to get searching than to sit there mulling it over. Let's hop to it, mate. And preferably get it done quick. There's lots of automata in the area.
This was definitely a part in my first playthrough of the story where Often was still growing on me, so... I guess kind of, whatever, Often.
Huh? What's up, mate? What's that? Some kind of pattern? No. Letters?
Wait, he's from Space Australia. I mean, seems legit to me.
I wonder what it says. It seems like it's got some kind of structure to it.
Huh? Is that you over there? And you're Arthur? Huh, what a coincidence. You seem troubled about something. What is it?
Oh, you're that girl from before. Fourier, was it?
Yes, that's me. I never thought I'd see you here. Huh? Are those hieroglyphs? It looks a lot like the doodles these little ones draw. Oh, can you read this? They're saying to go this way. I wonder what's over there. Oh, wait! Please, wait! I'm coming, I promise!
Excellent head-on shot.
They left. They really got her wrapped around their fingers. Anyway, what do you want to do, mate? Keep going forward? That all's way too narrow to...
Feels like the wing blocking Often. Yeah. Sometimes fashion just do that.
What are you doing?
I blasted it to bits.
That's not what I meant! That's obvious! I'm asking you why you do something so crazy!
Because otherwise we wouldn't be able to get through. See? Now it's wide open for us.
Ah yes, gratuitous use of explosives.
Oh, there you are! Oh, wait for me!
He's certainly, energetic. Want to follow them? I'll leave it up to you. I'm too exhausted to make any decisions.
They seem happy. That much is easy to tell. They want to show us something up ahead.
Whoa! What the?
I have a suspicion what this encounter is. I've kind of forgotten, but given the area.
Inside, protect, machine? Oh, of course. This must be a guardian.
Hey, Nate. You were up a little later than usual. Hopefully you don't have to wait for another group assignment to submit. What'd you miss? Well, so far we've been playing Company Therapist. Otherwise, we're also looking for fragments of a broken weapon.
Maybe that means it won't attack us if we stay out, but that isn't an option, is it? You've done so much for me. I hope you'll let me offer what meager assistance I may. This is going to be dangerous, so stay back, okay? Don't come back out until I say so.
Woke up in the middle of the night again? That sucks. Well, hopefully I can help you relax again.
Now then, here goes.
I'm not sure where that went. Apparently it just completely missed.
Completed!
Despite me being locked on and like a foot away from it.
That's over with. Oh, well, what are they doing?
Sometimes I wonder what this game's targeting.
Are they pointing at the rubble? I don't see any room to squeeze in there.
That's where I come in.
Hey, I didn't say to... How are you already done rigging it to blow?
I'm ready to apply myself to my fullest.
That's a diligent attitude for a cost, but you should apply yourself to something else. Anything else. Yeah, got sen in my mouth.
Excellent! Excellent. Detonation cave-in within expected parameters. It's all cleaned up. Now, what was it hiding?
Good thing we didn't accidentally blow that up.
What's this? A weapon? Is that what you were looking for, mate?
It's like this tiny nub, but he actually concluded that it's a weapon. Nate's intuition happened.
Oh, how lovely. Is that what you wanted to show us? I mean, to show this one.
What I'm wondering is how the lily pads knew where it was.
Important thing... give? Sorry, I can't quite parse the details.
Well, we get the picture. In fact, they did us a huge favor just by bringing us here. At least you found what you were looking for, mate. Good enough for me.
Yeah, we're just blasting through these chapters. Like, we'd be maybe 1/3 of the way through an episode 4 chapter by now.
You came. I'm glad to see you're all right. You see, I was hoping to see you after this bad premonition I had.
Oh, there you are. Matoy, you know better than to go out without permission.
I'm all right. Just a little headache.
No, you're not all right. You're still in bad shape. Come on now, back we go.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. See you some other time.
Yes, yes! This is another part of that broken weapon. There's no mistaking it.
Hey, Ether. On Peko? Is that like another character? Like, I'm assuming you're connecting the voice actress to something? A VTuber? Okay. Not familiar with, many VTubers. So you might need to, draw the connection for me.
Well, no time like the present. I'm going to get to work on restoring it. Here's hoping you can find the other part, too.
Even thinking of picking up Shadows of Valentia, how's it compare? It's got excellent presentation. Like, just in general, the story and the art and all that. Its gameplay is a little bit less good. But it's definitely it's an enjoyable take on the old Gaiden story, so if you're willing to put up with some very archaic gameplay, I'd say it's worth picking up. Someone summoning summoners, yes.
A new divergence matrix has sprung forth. The balance tips. The path is laid bare.
We should get some more Alma commentary after this too, I believe.
I and we desire you to seek and obtain. I and we trust that you will accomplish this.
I see. Before, it didn't seem like anything was connected, but Shion's instructions are starting to come together now.
Difficulty not too high. I'd say it's more of a slog. Because there's a lot of enemies that summon mooks. So you're gonna find yourself just like grinding against their front line a lot of the time. But yeah, basically it's not, because there's no difficulty higher than hard. So unless you go to the post-game dungeon, you're probably not gonna find anything super hard. Quality of life? General interface-wise, I'd say quality of life is pretty good there. Gameplay-wise, again, it's got fairly poor quality of life, because they just straight imported a lot of the more archaic aspects of the gameplay, and the game kind of suffers for it. I wouldn't say it's in my top 3. Maybe somewhere between 4th and 6th. Because, like, the presentation really does carry it quite a bit, but the gameplay just keeps it from being top 3.
She was guiding you to collect the fragments of that broken weapon,
You can get pretty JPEGs in 3 houses. I mean, like, when I'm talking about the presentation, I almost mean the story, or, like, also mean the story. Like, Valentia, it's funny, because they stuck to their guns so doggedly with the gameplay, but they did a lot that actually improved the storyline. Helped make key moments more dramatic, that kind of thing. So, like, it's more than just pretty JPEGs, it's actually, like, an enhanced story.
She made Fourier into a mediator for the Lilypan so that you could get this fragment. Which means the link forged with the Draconians must have been for a similar purpose. And next up is... See? It's Amduskia!
Oh yeah, we get to go see dragons in it. You excited? You wouldn't be able to tell you never played Gaiden? Well, I think you'd still enjoy it though. Like, you don't have to compare it to enjoy the presentation. Like, it's generally a strong story, or like a strong version of the story, regardless of if you're familiar with Gaiden or not. So it comes down to, are you willing to put up with archaic gameplay in order to, like, I'd say it's got 3 houses level of presentation in terms of storytelling. But since the story is simpler too, it's I'd say it feels a little bit better than 3 houses even. In order to ogle Sokka and Faye. I mean, if that's your thing, sure. Let's see. We got 2 sub-stories before we jump over to Duskia.
Oh, it's you. Hey, I could use some input. Or maybe some Rex. I had to party up with that force again. It was awful. And I didn't get a say in it. I mean, she's a force. She's got all the endurance of a paper bag, but she keeps running to the head of our formation anyway. I asked her why, and she said it was because the best defense is to destroy enemies faster. She just dove in headlong, didn't even care. I can't work with this. Every time I try to reason with her, she digs in her heels and refuses to listen. I barely averted the worst-case scenario by doing what I could to draw enemies off her. But man, forces are such a pain to work with.
This game is seriously made by Owain for Odin's. I mean, it's very anime, that's for sure.
You should never push stuff like that on your teammates. There's no I in team. And just so we're clear, the only reason I helped out was because I'm a hunter. I had zero ulterior motives.
Hello there. If you have a moment, I would like to discuss something, or maybe gripe. I'm still on the fence about that part. See, I partied with this hunter recently. I objected, but I didn't get a say in it, right? It was just not working, though. Every time I tried to step up, he would get in my way and drone on about it being dangerous. I know hunters are tough, but they are not invincible. It makes more sense to take enemies out fast. But that stubborn fool insists on clinging to the stereotypical idea that hunters should always take point. He did protect me and all, but we were dreadfully inefficient, and I felt like I had to walk on eggshells around him. Partying with a hunter is so tiring. I have nothing personal against them, but I would sooner stick with forces.
Just never get hit. Right?
Damn it! They got away again!
Come on, Professor. I know you're frustrated, but you don't have to take it out on me, do you? Besides, what were you expecting when you asked them to be a test subject? Of course they were going to say no.
I don't have time for this. It's you. I've been asking the Draconians for help, but so far they've been anything but helpful.
At least they're only ignoring you. I'll take that over being attacked out of the blue. Come on, Professor, just forget about it. No research is worth being eaten over.
It's true.
But I have to do something before all life on this planet is consumed. The Draconians seem to think of the Falspawn's corruption as some sort of illness, but they're wrong. It will spread across the entire planet and erode all life on it. Unfortunately, the Draconians are staunch isolationists and don't care about problems from outer space. So I have to meet with... what was it? Row Tribe? Before we pass the point of no return. I have to convince them to cooperate with us. Sorry, I didn't mean to complain for so long. If I learn anything new, I'll be sure to let you know. Take care.
See you some other time.
Yes, didn't even ask the horse for help. What are these cutscenes for? Yeah, they're the story. Although, the episode 1 cutscenes are a bit fragmented. I think before starting this section, like normally, you'd have to do an expedition of the Floating Isles. Or I guess it's Floating Continent? Yeah, Floating Continent I think is the name. So you get a little bit of atmosphere out of it, but they're otherwise kind of boring, so I haven't been doing the expeditions for these story runs.
Among your number is a tenacious one. That one's pursuit of me is nonsensical. Why fixate only on me? I am not the only Draconian. I beat that one senseless. Yet still they persist. Rebuke them. Take responsibility for your tribesmen's actions.
There you are! You don't have to run at the sight of me, you know.
That one has caught up already. You hear me, Orcs? Rebuke your tribesmen. Nuisance. A damn nuisance this is.
What's up? Are you actually chatting with a co-tribesman?
Totally.
You want to talk to me? Can it wait? Chasing the co-tribe comes first right now. What's the deal with me and the Draconian? Oh, that's easy. He's dangerous. See? He's getting away while I'm standing here explaining myself. Gotta go!
Rip.
Ah, it's you. Excellent timing. Would you help me give this fool the treatment he needs? He's been fighting the Falspawn for some time now. We need to hurry and treat him, or he won't last long.
Don't touch me. I don't need the pity of an Orcs operative.
That's awfully rude of you. This isn't pity. This is just us doing our jobs as Arxops. We're here to get rid of the Falspawn inside you. Nothing more, nothing less.
The Falspawn inside me.
As if you hadn't realized. You know what's happening just as well as I do. You're fighting off its impulses even as we speak. Of course, if you prefer to keep going on your current path and end up a Falspawn yourself, I'm willing to respect your wishes.
I could wish for nothing more than to die after a valiant battle. Do not mock our pride.
You're the one who's mocking life. Pride may be a nice concept, but not when it's used as an excuse to avoid taking action. Or is your pride more important than letting all of history be destroyed? Stop lying to yourself, Draconian. I know you understand what's at stake. Your kind is too wise not to see it. Surely I don't need to tell you what will happen the day the Berserk Draconians outnumber the sane ones.
You say you people are capable of dealing with the false one swiftly and surely.
Not by myself. As far as Arxops go, I'm a pretty poor example of one. But fortunately, we have this fine Arxop here with us. I pale in comparison, really.
I have heard your name from End of Eye. Is this true? Are you the one spoken of in the sagas of Rogueland? Are you our savior?
Maybe.
Savior, huh? There's a title for your Arc's ID, but it may not be too far off the mark.
The sagas of the Royal Clan foresaw the coming of a horse. Totally. See, it's all falling into place.
If you need proof, How about we start by saving you? Sound good, Savior?
Oi, mate! Are you out exploring too? That's about where I am. A whole new world's opened up to us. This is where things really start to take off for me. You wanna help? Well, there's not much to help with. It's a search with no leads. I'd make a tidy profit if I really found a you-know-what. Not that I'm giving up, of course. I'm ready and raring to go. I just want to be the one to find it, really. Don't you think it's more fulfilling that way? Anyway, thanks for looking out for me, mate. If I need anything, you'll be the first to know. See ya!
And we do get a few kind of nothing conversations like that one.
Excuse me. I was spacing out a little bit. No, I'm not hurt. I was just thinking. My friend found out that I was slacking and skipping out on my ARC's work. I thought she'd be mad at me, but she was oddly nice about it. She told me not to overwork myself. At first, I felt like she'd forgiven me, but then those words really started to sting. She wanted to be an ARC's operative, but she can't. So I should be working hard in her place, and yet... it's so frustrating. It's as if she feels like my laziness is her fault. I hate it. It's not her fault at all. It's mine.
That one's a little bit of a slower burn.
Oh, it's you. You might work. Nah, it's still too early. Hey, where's Zeno? You're not together? He'd give me an enjoyable fight at least. The one time he doesn't annoyingly butt in. What a bore. As usual, he's never any help when push comes to shove. He really hasn't changed a bit. I might just bust a gut laughing. I wonder who you'll turn out like. Zeno or me? I'm pissing myself waiting to find out.
You do that.
Come on, Cena.
Don't bother asking me about it. I'm not the least bit interested in whatever transpired between Master Gedemhold and Zeno. Good day.
Don't mind me. I was simply observing, for combat reference. Still, it's fascinating. You have more than just sharp senses. You have extremely high prowess in other aspects as well. Yours is a most reassuring presence to your fellow Arcs, but... I never mentioned it before, did I? I too am with Arcs, in a sense. You and I are essentially on the same side, so you don't need to be wary around me. That's enough observation for today.
Thanks for the cryptic dialogue. How many of these are there? Quite a few. I can tell the full story. We do get combat quests every now and again. That's what the red squares are.
That accursed dragon must have hidden it.
But it's funny how many of these are, like, we get a long list of really short ones. But I've mentioned before that the further they go, the more Sega, like, length creep sees. So by episode 4, they're like 10 minutes long each.
Oh, so you're here too.
These are some interesting character designs. Yeah, it's very space anime.
That weapon's here, right? There's talk of that masked jerk being sighted too.
Hey, this line of conversation is freaking me out. Let's just hurry up and go. I don't want to hang around a terrifying place like this.
Unfortunately for you, we're here to search every nook and cranny of this terrifying place. So, you want to go back alone, or...?
No! Leaving you two on your own is way too dangerous!
Uh-huh. Sure. Well, hey, since we've run into each other, let's all stick together, yeah? Though the question is, how do we go about searching?
Wait. Child of Ox.
Draconian? Is he an enemy?
Calm down, Echo. It doesn't seem like it.
I express my gratitude to you. You have saved our lives. And I have a message for you. There is one who waits for you. If you proceed west of here. I was told that there was something to be entrusted to you. My duty is fulfilled. I will depart. You are free to go or not to go.
Whew, that was intense. So that's how Draconians speak, huh? Well, I guess it's more like telepathy than speaking.
Yep, space dragon. There are many space dragons, in fact.
Anyway, apparently someone's waiting west of here. It didn't seem like a trap. What do you want to do? I'll leave our route up to you. And, Echo? How long are you planning on clinging to me?
Huh? I'm not clinging to you. I was holding you back because I thought you might leap at him.
What kind of brain-dead idiot do you think I am, exactly? Hey, a Draconian! Looks like they were waiting for you.
You have come, child of Arx.
So, when the Draconian was talking about someone waiting, it was you?
I did not summon you. I, too, am but a bearer of words. Regardless, I am impressed. You and the researcher were able to have dialogue with the call. Nay, that is not all. You have opened the way to further progress.
Hey, nay is my line.
I am grateful to have encountered you. Grateful to Darioto.
Space dragons are the cornerstone of anime sci-fi. And some of them they are.
I have chatted over long. The meaning of my words will become clear once you proceed. Further within, beyond this point, you are expected. Proceed, child of Arcs.
This is kind of exciting. What's waiting for us farther in?
Be careful! There could still be traps.
Why don't you just go back already? Hard to believe you're in Arcs when your knees are shaken from your fear of heights.
Shut up!
Guess who it is again?
Let me be clear. I still have yet to accept you. I am not here to make friends with you. But repaying debts is a point of pride for us. That's all there is to it. Don't get any funny ideas.
Yeah, I've heard that line before.
What was that?
Nothing! Nothing at all!
You are expected just beyond here, but there are more false on. Try to watch yourself.
We do have plenty of giant robots.
Hey, it's the masked bastard from the tundra! Of all the times for them to show their ugly face.
How dare you enter Draconian territory without permission? I will kill you.
Well, I guess we're not just walking away from this. Talk about intimidating.
Those ones. You all can proceed onward. I will teach this rude lout some manners. Get in my way and I'll kill you. That's a good one. Maybe a proper beating will teach you to respect us. Be gone. You bother me.
And we just leave them. We got our own fight to do though, so you know.
Huh? I thought they said we were expected. I don't see anybody here.
Welcome, child of Arcs.
I hear a voice echoing in my head. You a Draconian?
I am Camisa Rowe. I have my reasons for not showing myself, and I apologize for my rudeness in communicating this.
Camise of Roe? Was it you who called our friend here?
Indeed it was.
While the Draconians once upheld their isolationism, the winds of change have begun to blow.
The cause undoubtedly lies within you. I thank you.
Huh. I do get the impression that something about the Draconian's demeanor has changed. But you didn't call us out here just to thank us, did you, Camise of Roe?
You are correct. I have something to give you. But first, I would ascertain something. If you have power enough to handle it.
Yes, trial by fire.
Is that a draconian? It's huge.
You want to see what we've got? Your reward better be worth the trouble.
Let it be, Ruler of Code. Let your battle demonstrate your loyalty to me.
Your Majesty, Code, you.
We've actually got a lot of health. Surprisingly. We're just stun locking her.
Completed.
Excellent. You have demonstrated power worthy of my trust. Rila of Kerr, you have also rendered a great service unto me. Rest yourself.
Whew, we made it. I'm starting to believe it less and less when a Draconian says they're getting serious.
You fight a Draconian on even footing despite your small stature. Your existence is more miraculous than ours, in my view.
You Draconians are aggressive, but I wonder if that's because you are always on edge.
Now, to the matter at hand. I presume this is why you visited us in recent times. It was simply there one day. Quiet. Dormant.
Suspicious.
But not long ago, it awoke. As for why, we know not. It seemed to desire something. That is when you appeared. A covenant for a covenant. A boon for a boon. With that in mind, I would entrust this to you. I hope you will take it. Rio of Ko's voice reaches me. The unwelcome intruder has retreated. You may return now. Goodbye. I pray that we meet again.
3 more, and then... How long is the next chapter? That's fairly short. Okay, because the next chapter is like the conclusion to the arc around this, the fragments here. So, thinking about pushing through to the end of that, because it's kind of silly to leave this hanging after all this build-up.
Are you alright? Good. Why do I keep getting these pangs of anxiety and headaches? I just don't understand. Sorry. I'm okay, really. A little headache isn't going to keep me down. I feel much more at ease now that you're safe. Most of my bad feelings never pan out into anything, do they? That's frustrating in its own way, of course. Yeah, I know. I'll make sure to get lots of rest. I wouldn't want you fretting over me.
You found it! Yes, yes, this is it! Now I can restore it to its former glory. Thank you. I'll take it from here. I can't wait to see what sort of gleam this weapon will have when it's done. My heart dances in excitement.
Speaking of giant robots.
Not only that, I can already see ideas for new weapons bubbling up left and right.
Yeah, but I may just suffer from a little bit of anxiety.
I don't think I've ever been more inspired in my life. There are so many things I want to make now, but I also want to hurry and restore this weapon. Oh, the hell with it. I don't have time to stand around talking. I'm heading back to my workshop on the Themis. I'll let you know right away as soon as I'm done restoring it. Just give me the time to get the work done.
And he's gone.
A new divergence matrix has been born. Redress the balance and uncover an answer. No matter what trials await you, your discoveries will eventually bear fruit. It will take the form it is meant to take. Therefore, I urge you to press forward single-mindedly without hesitation. I trust that this will be the path that leads you to the answer at the root of all things.
Thanks again for nothing, Shion.
Now you've recovered the fragment on Amduskia too. Finally, you have them all. Even if you had guidance, walking around 3 planets must have been exhausting. But there was plenty good reason to do it. Now all that's left is to fix the weapon, and then everything will come together. I guess. I'm concerned about the second, too. She has amnesia, and yet she's clearly reacting to the fragments of the weapon. Shion's guidance led you to both save the second and recover the weapon fragments. Considering the way the second has been acting, I think I know what's going to happen. If those weapon fragments are what I think they are, then you're in for quite a show.
Wait. Is this? Okay, I guess it's technically not the resolution. It's like the beginning of the resolution. I forgot that this one's a little more linear. And then kind of strangely attacks on like another chapter after this resolves, which is a little bit weird. But for most of the other episodes, like those of you who followed along for episode 4 may have noticed it's like it goes about halfway to 2/3 of the way through on a premise and then kind of derails itself. It's like, surprise, we've got more. So like that's kind of their Sega's formula, except for episode 1 does it a lot later. Because chapter 10 is where it really goes off the rails. Whereas most of the other chapters like build naturally off of what we've been doing. So I guess we'll start the resolution and then cliffhanger it until Friday.
Hey, sup! You say I'm in high spirits? You can tell, huh? I was granted special permission, and now I'm officially part of ARCS! Apparently, it's super rare for them to hire people without certain talents. The way I heard it, someone mega important in the top brass happened to see me trying my hardest, and threw me a bone. I'm pretty surprised myself. It's just barely sinking in now that I'm telling you about it. Yes, yes, yes! I did it! This is great! Now I can finally talk to him with my head held high. It took long enough. I should thank you too. Thank you for listening to me and for all your moral support. It helped me keep going. Guess we'll be ARC's coworkers from now on. See you around, Follow Operative.
I guess there's a rival for Zig for expressiveness.
Hello there. You think I look happy? Gosh, do I really?
Not especially, but we'll tell him yes anyway.
I can see why you'd think so. I saw my friend smiling for the first time in ages. I guess it was infectious. I took the long way around, but I finally caught up with you, she said. She ribbed me plenty, too. But she had this genuine smile, like the one she used to have. It was such a relief. Then again, maybe I was the one forcing myself all this time to be upbeat, like her. So, when she tells me not to force it, of course, it makes so much sense now. Sorry. You're right here, and I'm caught up in talking to myself. Basically, I'm feeling really dumb right now. But I think I'll be okay. Even if I do act dumb, she'll always be there to set me straight.
What's up with the hat? Well, space mages in Phantasy Star have very wacky headgear. I don't think it's a top hat. I'm not quite sure what that would be based off of, actually. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of the Force headgear is based on like Japanese high nobility type stuff, but I don't know what they're called for any of the headgear. So I think this is one of those pieces, but I just don't know the name of what it's based on.
Ah, it's you. More exploration today? You're working hard as ever, I see. You know each other? Great. Saves me the trouble of an introduction. Would you believe this one's been really nice to me lately? She's been helping me learn about Draconian culture. She and I have a mutual interest. Everything she talks about is novel and incredibly interesting to me. Hmm? Right? Well... He needs to grow a pair, I swear. Who runs at the sight of a woman? That's just rude.
You like Gorilla? I mean, I figured you would. She's fun. She and Aki have fun conversations. The dead eyes of my horse mask really give added depth to these cutscenes. Well, I have no news for you. The blank stare on the horse mask isn't too much different from the blank stare you get off of the main character without a mask. It's like the Byleth effect.
I'm honored you think so. How about I talk about the male and female perspective next? There you go. I'll probably be at this for a while. See you around, huh?
Just two Scholar girls hanging out.
Emergency alert. All hands emergency alert. A false spawn intrusion has been detected in an ARC ship city block. A state of emergency has been declared. I repeat, this is a state of emergency. All ARCs, prepare to scramble and provide backup to the ARC ship under attack. A false spawn intrusion has been detected. ARC ship 128, Themis.
Yay, we're just casually infiltrated.
A state of emergency has been declared. All ARCs, report to the quest counter and scramble. I repeat. We anticipate a false spawn presence across all portions of the city area. All ARCs, exercise your best judgment in securing the city area and ensuring its safety. All false spawns spotted on the streets are to be eradicated on site. Good luck, operatives.
Apparently no one saw that giant red cloud coming.
We anticipate a false spawn presence across all portions of the city area. All ARCs, exercise your best judgment in securing the city area and ensuring all false spawns spotted on the streets are to be eradicated on site.
Hey.
Oh yeah, I guess they do a little bit more to build her up here.
Me? I'll follow the emergency directive and scramble, of course. I'm part of ARCs.
Malfoncia took a little bit more took a little bit to grow on me too, but I appreciate her arc.
Master Gedemholt isn't here. I can handle myself alone. But, would you allow me to accompany you?
They're like giant space bugs. To a degree. A lot of the Falsepawn designs are kind of bug-like, but a lot of them are also kind of Chthonic Eldritch Abominations too, so it's a mix. But I guess the important thing is they don't really behave like any kind of real hive swarm.
Not indefinitely, just for a time. That's all I ask. Please.
Alright, let's clean up these streets.
Emergency! Code! Elimination!
So they basically just contaminated devices that cause AoE damage. They're left alone. Wait, where the... Why is the spawn all the way back there?
Completed!
Emergency announcement. We are getting increased readings on the profound darkness in the various skies.
Are they just the flood? I think, like, there's some degree, to some degree, like the flood.
Look at all of them. I don't think I've ever seen so many false spawn in one place before.
It's kind of hard to pin them down just because, like, the original main Phantasy Star games have always had kind of stuff like that, the Dark Falls stuff, but they never really bothered to explain it too well, so I'm not even sure if Sega really quite knows what they want them to be.
Where did such a massive swarm originate? I have no idea. Arx is going to suffer massive casualties from this. It won't be easy to recover from. Sometimes I'm not sure whether we're the ones hunting the false spawn, or if the false spawn are hunting us. Regardless, if we don't cut this off at the source, we'll be doomed. That's what I believe.
Oh, I guess I still had a quest for killing Catargos. Okay. This gameplay here, like where I'm just killing these with one shot, this is pretty similar to how it went even when I was lower level. Just because I was running Braver Ranger, so like any weak point hits I was already doing tens of thousands of damage as a lower level. But
Your Majesty, code, elimination.
combat in the older episodes is a lot more metered compared to, say, the end of the third episode forward, where it just continually gets more spammy and frantic. I'll just set this one off now. So that we get caught in the crossfire. I realized that one was dead yet. Yes, they must have spawned behind us. It's hiding over here. Like, see how these are spawning in pretty piecemeal? If this were episode 6, they'd just all come in at once. All like 40 of them.
Scanning for hostiles. They got me.
Oh, I forgot that this is where this emergency originates. Because these show up like randomly during dailies and stuff. Although usually not with the bosses.
Hostiles on my stick. Hostiles on my six. Hostiles on my six.
He's just gonna keep saying 6, I guess. We just stand here and wait for him to show up. So it's kind of annoying because we just have to wait for him to very slowly repair himself. So it usually slows down the pace because most people want to just jet through the dailies as quickly as possible, so having one of these show up is kind of annoying. But,
Completed.
they're also a good source of scoring, too. Because you want to get an S, well, I guess at least an A rank in order to get the special prize for the dailies, so. Usually that involves digging around, killing stuff for a certain amount of time.
Ah, excellent timing. You are both with Arts, yes? Could I request your assistance?
Wait, that bright white plating. Are you Regius of the Council of Six?
Check it out, it's Gundam.
Indeed, I am. If you know of me, then I can skip the introductions.
I'd heard you'd gone to Navarius. May I ask what you're doing here?
You are well informed. I am as much a part of Arcs as anyone. It is only natural that I would come running to defend our stronghold. That said, the situation is stable, thanks to the efforts of our outstanding Arcs operatives. I came too late to make a difference.
I understand now. What can we assist you with?
Nothing too demanding. I would like you to assist with guiding the civilians in their evacuation. I have my hands full dealing with stubborn castes who refuse to leave their workshops. Typical. You do not both need to assist. Either one of you would do.
Ah, in that case I'll help. It would be a good fit for my abilities. In the meantime, please press onward and dispatch the false spawn.
I believe the lady has spoken. Modern women think remarkably quickly on their feet.
Another comment here that just like straight assumes that the player picked a male character. He's more Guyver than a Gundam? What's the difference? You'll have to educate me.
Let's make haste. We'll get this done more quickly if we split up. Hurry.
Good grief. Falling behind someone like her makes me realize how much I've gotten on in years. I'd best not keep her waiting.
Lighting back up.
Now we have a solo section. Actually, I don't think we even get any additional characters here. We just have to fight all this stuff on our own. Nowadays, you feel like everyone expects people to make female avatars. Well, this is older content too, so. This is from 2012, I think. So we can mostly just ignore these. I'm gonna go straight through here, so I'll disarm that one. So once we're past this bulwark, I believe we're just fighting the boss anyway.
Emergency! Code! Attack! Completed!
I wonder if this is random. I swear I fought a Dark Rain the last time I played this. Oh, I guess this is a combo fight then. Try the Dark Rain now. Yeah, there we go. What's up?
Emergency off announcement. We have commenced an operation to eradicate profound darkness. All ARCS ops, report to the quest counter ASAP and join the mission.
Completed!
I think that's the end of the section.
The fall spawn presence in ARC ship 128 Themis has been eradicated.
Yeah, we're done. Yeah, there are more customization options, but Sega seems to be fond of making or having defaults. Because actually, I think with New Genesis, Sega still assumes that you made a male main character. And that for whatever reason he chose to be a hunter. Which, I mean, nothing against hunters, but it's kind of plain. Especially since it's a sword hunter.
Casualties will be assessed following damage reports. For now, the crisis has abated. All ARCS personnel, thank you for your cooperation. All personnel, please secure your immediate area and return at your discretion.
Hey, good night, Invid. Thanks for watching. We shouldn't be too much longer. We got 6 more scenes. It's definitely too much for full resolution, but at least this will kick things off.
Sorry for asking you to come all this way, but I'm afraid it's about the damaged weapon I haven't finished restoring.
Let's settle this emote when. I guess the question is, how do we portray that? If you've got any ideas, I'll definitely look into implementing it, but it seems a little bit abstract.
To get straight to the point, someone broke in here and stole it. We still have no idea who the culprit is.
Well, I guess if we want to take a extremely direct route, we could just do text, but I think we need 2 emotes together for the amount of text that's involved. Also, gasp! Our super special weapon was immediately stolen. Who could have conceived this?
Someone broke into my workshop the other day. I imagine they took advantage of the chaos that ensued when the fall spawn attacked. But they didn't touch any of my finished projects or the data for other designs. That weapon was the only thing they stole. However, it's still not completely restored. It's all technically in one piece now, but it's useless in its current state. That much should have been clear at a glance, and yet it was still the only thing the thief took. I just don't understand it. Still, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Zig, you just don't say things like that in anime. Or media in general.
Even when I was putting it back together, I could feel something dangerous getting stronger the closer I got to completing it. But I digress. I'm sorry I let this happen after you entrusted me with it. All the same, I don't understand why the thief made off with only that. What is that weapon anyway? There's still so much I don't know. All I do know is there's something unnerving going on here.
Hello. I'm only interested in one thing. Becoming stronger and eliminating the fall spawn. Please tell me, why did she have to die?
Oh yeah, they killed her in this section.
Why her? She was working so hard and doing her best despite her lack of talent, and yet... her lifelong dream was finally coming true, and yet... Sorry. That was a pointless question. The time for thinking has long passed. All I have to do is eliminate every last fall spawn. That will put an end to everything. Yeah. I know now. That's the one and only thing I can do.
Rip.
Hey, I just want to thank you.
Did we ever even meet his friend? Yeah, it's the really enthusiastic girl, Hulk. The one who was thrown a bone by the brass earlier.
I mean, like, for what you do. The rest of us can live in peace, because you are all out there fighting for us. Gratitude is all I can offer, so I'd like to at least voice it out loud. But sometimes I wonder, what is peace? All of us in the city live peacefully, but those of you in Arcs out there are getting hurt. You never get to enjoy what you fight so hard for. Can it even be called peace when it's so fragmented, so incomplete?
Matoy busting out the philosophy here.
I can't remember. No, I don't even know. What does peace really mean? There I go rambling again. I know. Everything's going to be okay, as long as you're here.
A new divergence matrix has been born. It straddles the precipice of reality and truth.
What the horse head? I mean, why not the horse head? But yeah, it's partially comedic effect. It's also kind of weird, because I actually threw it on for the duration of the Halloween event, and it kind of became my shtick, so I've left it on for now. Although I'd always intended to keep wearing it for the story cutscenes.
I and we trust in your fulfillment, in the conclusion you will reach.
Also, hello, Shadow.
Believe in yourself. Believe in what you have accomplished and what you should achieve.
Huh? Talk about a plot twist! The fixed weapon was stolen! That's strange. I thought the fixed weapon would be returned to the second, and she'd get her memories back, solving everything. And it would seem that Oak Girl got caught up in the Falspawn assault and died too. Was that all part of Shion's plan? Maybe there's some reason why that had to happen. Still, prospects are grim. I can't see a happy ending coming from this. Mark my words, someone's going to get hurt.
Oh, that's Alma, Queen of the Obvious.
How's it going? You're looking pretty chipper. I'm a little pooped myself. It's such a pain dealing with endless hordes of Falspawn. I want to give each and every one of them the attention they deserve, but there are just too many these days. It's fun mowing down a whole bunch now and then, but things are getting out of hand. I love ending them, but I don't want them to end me, not one bit. I admit it, I'm selfish like that.
Breaking tension with funny costumes is great, especially for these really generic killing anime stories. Yeah, episode 1 is very stock. Actually, episode 2 is fairly stock too. 3, they try to kind of do something a little different. And 4, they try to do something really different, as you've seen, and get really weird about it. And I guess technically we started into 5, because like these Alma conversations that are inserted into these earlier episodes, they're all episode 5 content. But 5 takes a little bit of a step back compared to 4, but it's still pretty zany. But on the other hand, I feel like the unapologetic zaniness is also part of the charm.
Now if only these Falspawn would be good little baddies and die already! Or at least disappear forever, you know? I mean, there are a lot of things that I hate, but I hate Falspawn more than anything else. I hate them even more than people! Oh, don't worry. You're an exception. You're still on my keep around list.
Totally nothing wrong with Risa.
Here we are! Behold! Ark's most informed informant. It's me, Patty! Hi, Tia here. You know the great Arks? What's so great about them, you ask? Everything? Allow me to translate. She's referring to the Council of Six, the 6 members of Arks with absolute authority. Yeah, those guys! I saw one in the flesh just recently. She was cooler than cool! It was like, wha-bam! We only saw her from afar, so take that with a grain of salt. But their incredible strength is no mere rumor. They don't have those pompous titles for nothing. She was just a regular little girl by all appearances, but she was amazing! I wonder if I could reach that point if I tried. Not in a million years.
Correct. I'd say poor Patty, but she kind of deserves the snidiness from Tia. Alright, well, we've gone a little longer than I intended anyway, but we got 4, 5, 6, 7 then? It's quite a few chapters, considering we spent 2 hours also fighting Sodom, so I'd call that significant progress all around. So yeah, I'm gonna be going on call tomorrow, or I guess technically later today. So we're gonna be doing a modified week, which I guess technically partially modified, because I'm gonna be doing Halo on Wednesday anyway. I feel like it's broken up enough by checkpoints and the individual stages that we can probably be okay trying to push through that. Friday we're gonna leave Resetless on the back burner for a week. Just because I don't want to have to deal with on-call stuff while I'm doing a run that requires that level of concentration, so we'll probably just come back to this, and there's 3 more chapters left. We'll do this, maybe move on to episode 2 as well, or try to break it up with some other stuff, like a full 6 hours should present some opportunity for some raids and whatnot. So we'll see what pops up and maybe improvise a little bit. Sunday, I'm still kind of trying to decide whether I want to do 3 houses or swap over to a backup game. But I've got some time for that, so I'll give it some thought. But yeah, that is going to be it for me for tonight. So we'll be back on Wednesday. So thanks for watching, everyone. See you Wednesday, and have yourselves a good night.